I mean, I don't consider myself like a spokesperson or any kind of like person, you know what I mean, in the movement. But InterOccupy, basically, what it's trying to do, and it is doing this, is setting up a place for the occupations across the country to talk to each other and collaborate on projects, whatever, whether that be direct actions or more policy kind of things, you know, demands, that kind of stuff. I was like, what I actually want to do is help all these disparate people start talking to each other so that they can actually do something on a national fucking level. That's what I want. It's more like, for me, and I've actually always found myself in this position of being someone who connects people. Like, I did that for work at Labyrinth when I was a company manager for 3 years. I would do that sort of just naturally. I do it for veterans, for Marines who need lawyers. I just feel like there's something really powerful about making sure, like, providing a space where people just get together and know about everything, you know? So I just started organizing the lists, organizing the calls, making sure people are on time for shit, and everything that needed to happen so that it starts running, you know what I mean? Yeah, company manager, that's essentially what. I found myself, like, in the past week and a half, I'm like, oh my god, I'm doing it again. It's happening again, you know what I mean? It is a personality type. There's nothing that bothers me more when people are like, you know what should happen? And then fucking nothing happens. That, I can't stand that. I would much rather just do shit than talk about it. Getting General Assemblies to degree, I kind of hate. I hate the freedom of options. I mean, it's one of the things that infuriates me about Occupy Wall Street, that I'm trying to deal with in a humorous way, or at least to have a sense of humor about myself, is that I recognize that I'm a fascist. Like, there's a part of me that is a joke. There's a part of me that is totally about law and order and getting shit done and enough with the bullshit. Like, I hate bullshit. And I hate the, like, non-stop verbal vomit. I fucking hate it. It drives me insane. So I would love for there to be, like, we want 5 things and period, end of story. This is what we're getting. And we just shut up. That's why at first I was like, I don't know if I belong here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of Republican in that way, but this is not. You know what I mean? That's not the crew that I'm helping at all. Smart hippies. They're fucking hippies. But you know what? No, there's lots of people who are absolutely not hippies, and obviously I am not a hippie. When people talk about the 99%, I'm like, fucking Americans are not the fucking 99%. We're like the 1 to 2%, maybe the 4 or 5%. The rest of the fucking world is the 99%, and they're all black people. They're all black, brown, and everything in between. They're not white. This is not happening in a white country. This is happening in Asia, Africa, and South America. It's so, you know, it's like, and coming from, and me walking around in these villages where people are starving to death, and I'm fucking like, I'm as big as I am. The shame was like unbelievable. And so for me, it was like, this movement is not just about making things better for Americans, which I want that as well. But what it is about, for me, is like, we have to act in an equitable manner with the rest of the world. This is not a way to live for anyone, you know? And if we don't take bold action, I mean, to me, it's not like we have anything to lose. It's not like the ending right now is going to be a good one. It's not going to end happily right now, so what the fuck difference does it make? But then you have to, like, ask yourself what I asked myself this morning. It's like, how much am I willing to give up? Comfort, to me, the real evil in the world is comfort, and the pursuit of it and the keeping of it. Like, I'm a big fan of comfort. I don't like to feel hungry. I don't want to feel any discomfort ever, you know what I mean? And one of the things I experienced in this fucking 3-month trip was nothing but discomfort. There was like no buffer. The thing that poor people don't realize, and that the middle class has somehow forgotten, is that the poor are the majority of the world, and they're the ones with the political power. And so as soon as they actualize that, as soon as they realize that that's like a fucking powerful poor, and the only people that know that for some reason are the religious people. Meanwhile, liberals are talking a lot of shit about wanting to care for the world and live in peace, but they're not out there like the way these other people are, you know? So it's like, you want extremism to go away. It's not going to go away because you put it on Facebook. You know what I mean? It's not going to go away because you gave some money somewhere.